Hello and welcome to this audio impulse here. My name is Kern and this is episode number 6. And in this audio impulse, I want to talk about how you can create your future and why you need a vision for your future if you want to manifest your future reality. And I also want to talk about why your future can only be created right now, in the present moment. Okay? So this is also the title for this audio impulse, this podcast episode. Create your future vision now. And this is what I want to talk about. And I haven't been so active in the last months here on YouTube, and I haven't released videos, episodes, audio impulse, and so on. And this has a specific reason. Okay, I invested my time in the background, focusing on really important things, working with clients, improving things, and also creating my future vision, especially for this YouTube channel here, for my videos, for my online business, and all the things that I want to share very soon. And I'm very excited for the things that are coming soon. It's a next level, it's an upgrade, and you will learn more about that in the coming weeks and months. And I will release new videos, of course, new audio impulses, and also other content variations and formats that I will introduce on this channel. And this is really important that you understand sometimes in life you need to take a step back. You need to go into silence, into solitude, and really think, what do you want to create? With which kind of purpose? What is your vision? What is your goal? Okay? And the best way you do that is in meditation and silence and solitude, and really focus on important things in the background where you're not distracted, where you also can make a paradigm shift and really reprogram your mind, upgrade your mind in some form so that you can show yourself again online and active in the digital world, in the online world that we are living in today. And then you can share the news with everyone else and show what you have been building, show what you have been creating all the time in the background. And I'm really excited to announce that and share this also with you. Okay? And as I said, I was focused on these things and also building my business in the background. Some big things. This is the next level, a huge upgrade, and you will see what I mean with that. This is my vision for the future. And it will also help you in your life. For example, if you want to start an online business, manifest your desires, upgrade your mindset, make more money, be more wealthy and free in life, start your conscious evolution, transcend the matrix, and become free in life. This is just a short glimpse, and this is what you can expect next. So stay tuned for more information about that. I will share it soon. And to start this audio impulse here, I want to share a quote with you. As always, a quote that inspired me to make this audio impulse or to record this audio impulse. And this quote comes from a very inspiring man, a leader, a future visionary. He was an American lawyer, a politician and statesman, and he served as the 16th president of the United States from 1861 until 1865, where he got assassinated. And his name is Abraham Lincoln, a very famous person in the history of the United States, and also in the history of the political development in the United States. And he was a future visionary, and he had a great vision for the future where people can live free or live in freedom in the United States, where people can live equally, have the same rights, and it manifested itself. He made that happen, and today we live in a world that is more free, and where people are equal and can share their gifts and talents and skills and help humanity to evolve so that we can all have an impact on this world and create the things that inspire us and that help other people and that are important to us, where everybody has the chance to express himself in the name of freedom and a pursuit of happiness. And the quote that I want to share with you, and this is also the reason why I chose the title for this episode, is the following. The best way to predict the future is to create it. The best way to predict the future is to create it. So predicting the future and creating it is connected here. And to create the future, you will have to predict it. Okay? And prediction starts with imagining it, having a vision for the future, assuming what will come next, focusing on your vision and imagining a future. And this is how you create it. Creation comes from this prediction. Whatever we assume, whatever we believe to be true, what will come next in our life, the events, the things that we think about, the things that we feel, this is the law of attraction, and it's connected to cause and effect. Whatever you think about, whatever you feel, this is what you attract in your reality. The law of attraction, or the law of assumption. So first you have to predict it. You need a vision for your future. And in order to predict the future, you will need to create it. It goes both ways. Predicting it and creating it and predicting it. It's a bit of a paradox. Okay? It deals with the spiritual dimension, with the physical dimension, from spirit to matter. And before you can create something in the physical world, you have to create it in the spiritual world. This is where the prediction comes into play. And once you have this prediction, you have to act on it. This is where creation comes into play, where you manifest it in the end. So you have to understand or consider both sides in order to really create your future vision. And you have to have a prediction, and you also have to act on it and then create it. This is so powerful. So it doesn't make sense to wait for a better future. It doesn't make sense to say, okay, I will see what comes next, let's see, and it's just spontaneous and a coincidence, because nothing happens by coincidence and by luck alone. We are the creators of our reality. If you truly believe this statement, you will come to realize that you are a creator of your reality. Things don't just happen by luck, by coincidence, by fate, by circumstance. They get created, okay? And most people create a reality unconsciously that they don't even want to have, or with circumstances and results that are negative and not what they truly desire. And it happens unconsciously, sadly, because not everybody is conscious about his own creation. And then sometimes we wonder why our life is bad, why we have these circumstances, why we seem to attract negative things in our life, okay? And where we don't live the life that we truly think we deserve, a better life, a life where we live up to our full potential, where we live the good life and get positive results with the things that we truly desire. And the solution for that would be to become a conscious creator of your reality, where you create things with a purpose, where you predict things, where you assume things, imagine things. As the quote says, the best way to predict the future is to create it. And the best way to become a future creator is to understand the power of the present moment, the power of now. It's a famous book from the author Eckhart Tolle, a book author who talks a lot about spirituality, a teacher of spirituality, the present moment, consciousness, and how we can live a conscious life, where we consciously manifest the things that we want to have, and where we understand the concept of time, and that time itself, the time that we know with the 24-hour cycle. And if you take a look at your watch or at the clock and you see the hours, the minutes, the seconds, that this is really an illusion. Okay, that we say, okay, something is moving on my clock, something is moving on my watch, on my phone, a number changes, and therefore time changes for some strange reason. Time is an illusion. Past, present, future. The Trinity here, we have the Trinity, past, present, and future. Everything happens right now. This is also what I learned from the teacher Neville Goddard. I also talked about him already, where he said that everything happens right now. Everything exists right now in the present moment. And the past and the future get created by the mind. So the past you think about is a memory, and the future you think about is an imagination, or this is something that you imagine. So you have memory and imagination. So thinking about the past, memorizing the past is happening right now, and thinking about the future, imagining the future is also happening right now. So we could say that we are creating our reality right now, because now is all there really is. And it reminds me a bit of time traveling, okay? That we can create something right now, we imagine a future, and at some point we manifest that. The 3D reality catches up, okay? I also talked in one of my previous audio impulses, I talked about the 4D reality and the 3D reality. 4D thinking and 3D thinking. Something that I learned also from Neville Goddard and his books, where he says that The 3D world is the world of objects and forms in the outside external world, and the 4D reality is the world of our mind, the internal world. Let's say it like that. And this is where we have the concept of time. We observe the 3D world, the forms, the things in our life, the external things that are coming and going. Something is coming into our life, something is going away from our life. Birth and death, okay? Beginning and end, the beginning and the end. And then we say that some time has passed. This thing happened in the past, and this thing will come in the future, and this is right now. So then we create this concept of time with our mind. So the 4D reality is something where time gets really important, time that gets created with our mind, and where we measure things in terms of time, in past, present, and future. And something that I also really like is from the book The Kybalion, a very important book for me that I shared in previous videos. This book is about the Hermetic philosophy, the Hermetic universal principles, and where I talk about some principles, for example, the principle of mentalism, where the author of this book states that the first principle, the principle of mentalism, says that the all is mind, the universe is mental. Everything gets created in the mind, everything is mind, and gets expressed in a 3D reality in a physical form, from spirit to matter. The all is mind. And I think this is a really important principle that governs the way we live, how we manifest our reality, why we get certain results in our life, why we create certain things, and how this creation comes into form, let's say it like that, and how everything gets created in our universe. And I don't want to go too much into detail here. You can check my previous videos if you want to learn more about that. And I will continue with something that I also want to share with you. And let's talk about the vision for the future and how to become a creator instead of a consumer. Because most people who watch these kind of videos, who want to become a creator or who want to manifest their reality, maybe start a business, improve their lifestyle, improve themselves, manifest their desires, achieve their goals, unlock their full potential, okay? And I also observed that with myself, that in many cases we are sabotaging ourselves. It's called self-sabotage, where we actually know what we should do. We know what we should do, but we still are in the mode of consuming all the time, and we somehow are not able to create it, to get into creation. The first step of creation is always in silence, in imagination, in the spiritual dimension. Everything starts within. It all starts with an impression. It starts with knowing yourself and knowing what you want and defining a vision for your future, imagining things as you want them to be, assuming a new reality. This is how creation starts. But the other part of creation is really to get into action, to follow the inspiration that you have and take inspired action and follow your intuition. If you get an impulse that you should take action, that you follow your intuition, you follow these impulses from your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind and the universe is guiding you in some way and form to manifest this reality that you want to have or achieve those goals. But if you neglect that, if you avoid that, you're sabotaging and blocking your own success with manifestation, with creating the results that you want to have, creating a better life, achieving more success, having a better reality, okay, and living up to your full potential. So first you have to become aware of that, how your mind works and how you trick yourself. Awareness is the key here. Once you observe that, once you realize that you have this kind of tricky behavior or the self-sabotaging behavior where you cannot express your future vision and really manifest it and really live in that reality, you first have to become aware of that. And once you're aware of that, you can take the next step and realize, okay, this is what I have to do now. What I have realized and what I have observed is that a lot of people want to live a better life, live in a better reality, or live in a more fulfilling reality. But then if you take a closer look at that, and I observed that with myself, they have not defined their vision for their future. And that's the question for you right now. Do you have a vision for your future? Do you know what you truly want? Do you have a clear picture of that? Can you imagine it first? Can you see it clearly in your mind? And experience it within yourself, as within, so without. And a lot of people don't have a vision defined for their future, and they always return back to their past memories, their past life. They continue with their current state of being, and therefore they continue with their current state of results. And if you want to change it, you have to define what you want and how your improvement, how your vision for the future, the things that you want to have, the better future, the new things, the new life, you have to define how it should look like and what you exactly want. What do you truly want? Okay? And one of the things that holds us back is self-sabotage, or a lack of faith, a lack of belief, procrastination, and just not having a solid state of consciousness, being double-minded, and especially self-sabotage, where you know that you have to create something in some form, but where you continue to consume because you still don't really believe it, you need more evidence, more information, more knowledge, and where you continue to consume and where you are not a doer of the word, as Neville Goddard, one of the most famous mystical teachers in the field of the law of attraction manifestation, the law of assumption, where he said that most people are not a doer of the word. This means you become a creator instead of a consumer. Okay, you transform to a creator. And this is what I also want to talk about. You have to become a future creator. And it starts with your future vision. And you have to create your future in the now, because the present moment, the now, is the only thing that really exists. Now you create your future right now, not in the future when it comes, not back in the past. You do it right now with your thoughts, your feelings, with your focus and your assumptions and your beliefs. It all happens right now and your future is being created right now. And if you want to learn more about this, then you can also check my video with the title Consumer versus Creator, Be a Doer of the Word. I uploaded a video about that topic a few months ago, and you can check it if you want to learn more about that, okay? And it was inspired by Neville Goddard, as I already said, where you really discover how you can become a creator and be a doer of the word, and not just a listener of the word. So you will need to define your future vision. It has to be clear. And what can help you are pictures, images, videos. I talk about using tools, that can help you to express what kind of future vision you have in your mind. You can write it down, for example, in a journal, the ideas you have, so that you can put it into form and define it in a sentence and say what you want and why you want to have it, and forget the how part. Okay, forget the how part. This is not necessary right now. Right now, you should focus on what you want and why you want to have it. And for this process, you can use tools. What is very popular is, for example, a vision board where you cut out pictures or find pictures in the internet. You can create it in a digital form or in a physical form, where you find pictures, images, and put them on a vision board of things that you want to manifest in the future, things that you desire, where you see yourself in the future, and where you have a certain feeling, something that you truly desire, burning desire, things that you truly want to have, that give you a good feeling, that excite you, that inspire you, and you put these images, pictures on a vision board and focus on it daily, and focus on your future vision. This is just an example, and I will not go into too much detail here, but I'm pretty sure this alone can be very powerful and can also help you to define your future vision in order to predict your future and to create it. Because right now I want to share another quote with you, a quote that summarizes a bit what I have said before. It comes from Neville Goddard, where he said, "Your attention must be developed, your attention must be controlled and concentrated in order to change your concept of yourself successfully and thereby change your future." And I'm sharing this quote with you to highlight a bit more the importance of attention, or let's say imagination, attention, what we focus on, what we imagine, that we have to develop our attention. We have to control it, concentrate it. And we also have to change the concept of ourself. Neville Goddard says the concept of yourself, your self-concept. Because the things that you have in your life, the life you live right now, is determined by your concept of self. What you believe about yourself, what you believe about your worth, what you believe about your skills, how you see yourself, okay? And this determines what kind of action you take in your life and therefore what kind of results you get, if you are successful or not. And it's also important to change your future, because if you want to have a better future, you have a vision for the future, you want to create it, you want to become a creator and live in this reality where you get the results that you truly want to have. Make a change, upgrade yourself, where you have more success, more money, more wealth, more peace, and all these kind of things. Then you have to change your concept of self. You have to train and develop, concentrate your attention on that what you truly want to have. Think about the things that you want to have, not about the things that you don't want to have. And this is how you change your future. Because if you are stuck in the past and you still have an old identity, if you live with your old self-concept that doesn't have the results that you want to have, where you are not so successful, okay, where you don't value yourself so much, where you sabotage yourself, where you think bad about yourself, where you belittle yourself, where you have fear and don't really believe in yourself, where you don't believe in yourself. If you have this kind of identity, this kind of self-concept, and you're stuck by past memories, things that have failed, things that haven't worked out, and so on, and you want to create this new future, then it's really hard for you to create this new future, to change something in the future, because you have to let go of this old concept of self or self-concept and create a new self-concept. And how do you do that? By concentrating, controlling, and developing your attention. At this point, I also want to talk about another teacher, a famous teacher in the field of manifestation, the law of attraction, science, a scientific way of creating your future, of changing yourself, okay, transforming yourself. And his name is Dr. Joe Dispenza, a book author, metaphysical teacher. Dr. Joe Dispenza, maybe you know him, he's very famous. You can find a lot of videos on YouTube. You can find his books on Amazon and so on. He has seminars, he has a podcast, so he is well known. And I want to talk about Joe Dispenza, specifically about a concept that he shares about the future and the past, and how we can create our future, and why we need a vision for the future. And he is the author of the books Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, Evolve Your Brain, and also Supernatural. And his books are really scientific and also spiritual and mystical, but especially scientific. He's pretty good at explaining things in a scientific way, and that's why I like listening to him, watching his videos, or reading the things he writes. And he explains a concept where you can truly create the future that you desire, create a new life, completely change yourself. And he says a powerful thing. He says, you have to be defined by a vision of the future instead of a memory from the past. Okay, he says, are you going to be defined by a vision of the future, or are you going to live by the memories of the past? Where do you live? In the past or in the future? And what do you embody? Who are you? What is your self-concept? What is your identity? Is it a past identity, an old identity, or a future identity, a new identity? And he also says that you cannot create a new future holding onto the emotions of the past. You have to let the past go. And this is a really hard task for a lot of people, for most people out there, letting go of the past memories. Most people are viewing their future through the lens of their past. Okay, they're conditioned by their past, of things that worked, things that didn't work, moments where they had success, moments when they failed. So they are conditioned by those things of the past. And it's really hard for people to let go of some past things in order to evolve, in order to manifest a new life in the future and become a completely new individual or a new person. Furthermore, he says, becoming the person you aspire to be requires that you stop being your old self. Becoming the person you aspire to be requires that you stop being your old self. Stop identifying with the old self from the past. And what he highlights is, envisioning transforms your brain from a record of the past to a map of the future. Envisioning, okay? It transforms your brain from a record of the past to a map of the future. And he also states, When you stop creating, you are more in love with your past than your future. If you stop creating something, you are more in love with your past than your future. Creating something makes you feel alive, makes you feel excited for the future, for evolution, for progress, creating new things. And if you stop this creation process, in some way you cannot stop it. You're always creating your reality. That's the paradox. Even though you think you're not creating it, you're basically recreating your past then. That's what he says. You're recreating your past and you're not creating new things. Then you live like in a loop. He says that your brain is then like a record from the past and you cannot escape it. So you recreate your past all the time. And this can make you feel sad, depressed, bored, okay? And somehow you will also lose your energy. You will not feel so inspired and enthusiastic, not so energetic, because you're just recreating your past, you live in a loop, and there's nothing new to come. So you have to understand this creation process and start creating your future and get excited and feel grateful and envision, imagine a future, define a future vision. This is so important and it's so powerful. And you can do it right now. Now I want to share another quote with you. And this quote comes from myself. I shared this quote on the platform x.com, the former platform or social network Twitter. It's called X now because Elon Musk, the future visionary and billionaire entrepreneur, bought Twitter. And he's the owner now. And he also has a vision for the future. The app for everything called X, formerly Twitter. Okay? And this quote is also about the future, how we can create a future, how we create the world of tomorrow. And the quote is the following: "The world of tomorrow is being created today, and when tomorrow arrives, yesterday will reveal itself. The future is imagination, the cause in the now. The past is memory, the effect in the now. Be consciously aware now. Now is all there is. The world of tomorrow is being created today, and when tomorrow arrives, yesterday will reveal itself." So the world we live in tomorrow and the world you will live in tomorrow is being created today. Whatever you do right now, whatever you think right now, what you imagine and assume right now, in the present moment, has an effect on your future. This is the prediction you have for your future. This is how you create your future. And when tomorrow arrives, yesterday will reveal itself. So when you are in this future, then if you think in terms of time, when you are in the tomorrow, then you will see what your yesterday was, because it will reveal itself, because it will show you what you have been thinking or what you thought about, what you were doing and what kind of causes you were putting into action in order to have the effects that you have right now. And the future is imagination. In the present moment, it's a cause. Whatever you imagine right now, whatever you assume in this present moment is a cause for the future. But it happens right now. And the past is memory. It's an effect in the now. So whatever you have done yesterday or last week, last month, last year is affecting you right now in some form. It can be physically, also psychologically. The person you are right now, in some way and form, it has an effect on you. The things that you have been doing yesterday, creating yesterday, have an effect right now. So the past is a memory and it shows its effect in the now. And if you look at it closely, you will see that the future and the past and the present moment are all one. The future is the past and the past is the future. So the thing you do right now, tomorrow it will be yesterday. It will be the past. And the thing you do right now, tomorrow will be the future. It will be the tomorrow. Okay? So all is connected here. And whatever you imagine right now as a future, what you predict right now, is that what you create in the future. This is what you predict. This is what you create. And then when this tomorrow arrives, you will take a look at your yesterday. This was once a present moment in some form. I know it's really metaphysical right now, the concept of time. It can seem a bit paradox. You truly have to listen closely here and understand the deeper meaning and really look through it. The concept of time can be a paradox. So I try to explain it as good as I can. But the best way to understand it is if you experience it and if you go into meditation and understand how your mind works, how time gets created in the mind, the 4D thinking, as Neville Goddard used to say. So this is what I wanted to share with you too. It's a quote that I posted there. And at the end I write, be consciously aware now. Now is all there is. So the best thing you can do to predict the future, to create the future, is to be consciously aware now. This is the best way. You have to be really conscious about the present moment. It's the most powerful thing. Okay, everything happens right now. That's why every second is so important in some form. That's why it's so important to be conscious. That's why awareness is key. That you have to be aware of yourself, aware of what you're thinking about, what you're feeling, what you're assuming, what you're imagining. And it happens right now. You should constantly remind yourself about that. This is where you truly become aware. You don't let it slip. You don't let any thought, action, or feeling slip into the unconscious state. You are conscious. You are here in the now. Because now is all there is. And this is where you predict the future, because creation happens right now. Okay? Creation happens right now, not tomorrow, not in the yesterday, because the now is the past. The now is the future. And I hope I could explain that in some form so that you can understand it. And if you take a look at time, or the concept of time travel, you will see that the future is not really determined. The future is flexible, right? It's not like you couldn't change anything right now. You can choose right now what you are focusing on. You can choose right now what you are assuming. You can choose right now what you are imagining. And thereby you can alter and change your future, or predict the future by your assumption and imagination and what you are focusing on, because where your focus goes, energy flows. Focus equals energy. I also made a video about that in the past. You can check it on my channel. The video is called Focus Equals Energy. Don't fight the old, but build the new. Don't focus on the past, trying to fight it, trying to escape it. Just be indifferent to it and focus your energy on the new thing that you want to build, the future. And put all your focus there, because where focus goes, energy flows, and this is what you attract into your reality, and this is what you manifest and create in your life. When I researched this topic here and when I prepared this audio impulse, I observed one important thing. And the thing is that the biggest future visionaries are mostly people who are creators, people who create businesses, who are entrepreneurs, but also philosophers, artists, writers, and so on, creative people, okay, who create something. It can be a business, it can be a philosophy through writing, through sharing ideas, it can be artistic, but these are creative people, and these are mostly the biggest future visionaries because they predict the future and create it with their ideas, with their philosophy, with their thinking and their creations. Okay, they are shaping the future, defining the future, and creating the world of tomorrow. And what I also observed is that creation gives you a purpose in life. Yeah, if you create something, it gives you a feeling of purpose, that you do it by purpose. You create something with your skills, with your gifts, with your talents, where you have to put effort into. Okay, you have to put effort into it to create it in some form. It's not so easy. Not everybody can do that. I talk about creating big things, having a big vision in your life, having a big dream in your life, and creating that, manifesting that, making it a reality. Okay, this takes effort, but it gives you a feeling of purpose. It makes you feel alive. And creation never stops. Creation always happens right now. It's always happening now. It never stops. And it's really a cycle. It drives the evolution of humanity. Creation drives the evolution of humanity. And right now we are in a conscious evolution, where we understand more about ourselves and our purpose in the universe, and about our lives, and the human life, and who we are. And we are all creators in some way, but not all creators are conscious and purposeful creators. And what I do with these audio impulses, or what I want to do with my YouTube videos and my content, is to inspire people to become conscious and purposeful, and create things with a purpose, something that is positive, and where they can say, I consciously created that. And this is what I want to do with my videos, with my audio impulses, and my content that I'm sharing online with the world. And it's really important to understand this concept. You can create useful things in life and not so useful things in life, positive and negative. Both polarities exist, the yin and the yang, or like in the Kybalion, the Hermetic philosophy, the principle of polarity, the positive and negative aspect, okay? The alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end. And this is all about creation here. Adam and Eve, if you go into mystical teachings of the Bible and scripture, or you go into alchemy and Gnostic teachings, wisdom and truth, or even the Hermetic philosophy, and you learn about the universal laws, the fundamental principles of cause and effect, of gender, of polarity. This is all about creation. The universe is a creation machine in some way. Creation is always happening. Everything gets created. Okay, this is all a creation cycle. The beginning and the end. The birth and the death. It's a cycle in the universe. We have the earth, we have the sun, we have the moon, we have day and night. Things are coming, things are going. And this cycle is creation. It drives creation. Because if everything would stay forever, would never disappear, why should we create new things? If there wouldn't be an old thing, why should we create a new thing? Old versus new, okay? This is all about creation. And this is what I wanted to share with you. And to summarize this, I can say that we are always creating something. We always create the future, whether we do this consciously or unconsciously, whether we are aware of that or not aware of that. And we are always becoming something, because creation is also about becoming something. The person that you are determines what kind of things you create in your life, the self-concept, your identity. So the who creates the what in some form. And it doesn't matter what happened to us in the past. It doesn't matter what will happen in the future. All that counts is the present moment and what we choose in the present moment and who we are now. The famous Swiss psychiatrist, psychoanalyst, and philosopher Carl Gustav Jung, C.G. Jung, who also founded the analytical psychology, once said the following. In a quote, he said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." He was also deeply interested in alchemy, in the creation process of the universe, psychology, and he also understood the power of the transmutation of self, how we can transmute ourselves and become something completely new. And this is all about choosing who we want to become. This is all about choosing your future identity, defining your vision of the future, predicting it and creating it. And to have some final thoughts here and to end this audio impulse, this episode, I want to ask you, are you ready for the future? And what kind of life will you have in the future? Who do you want to be in the future? You have to decide it now. You have to predict it right now in the present moment. You have to awaken now, awaken your power now and decide, choose, predict, assume, affirm, imagine, define. What will your future be about? How will your future look like? And I have something that can be of high interest for you if you're ready for the future, if you're curious what I was building and creating in the background in the last months, and if you want to upgrade your life and make a personal transmutation, get on the next level, and to create your future vision, where you create a future that you are satisfied with, where you say, this is what I want to have, I will create it, this is the new thing I want to have, this is my future, and I'm ready for that. And if you're ready, I want to share something with you that can help you on your journey as a creator, maybe someone who wants to build a business, who wants to be free in life and start his conscious evolution. And the thing I want to share with you is my so-called free revelation video. It's absolutely free. It's my revelation video where I reveal the methodology and the process that I have used to shape my future, to create my future and manifest incredible things in my life. It's all about awakening your power. It's about upgrading your mind, and learning how to generate money online. Okay, this is the new thing that I want to reveal. And to be more specific, how you can generate your first $10,000 per month with an online business as an actualizing creator, a creator of the future. So if you are someone who is ambitious, entrepreneurial, okay, if you are someone who wants to be an expert, a coach, consultant, or you already have a business, you just started a business and you want to grow it in the digital world, especially in the age of AI, artificial intelligence, and all these kind of things, then I can recommend you to check the link below this video in the video description and click on the link and reserve a spot for this revelation video. And when you reserve your spot, you will get on the wait list and you will be notified once the video is online, where you can learn in detail what I was doing, what I was creating, and how you can benefit from that to also manifest those results in your life, okay, to also create those things. And as you maybe know, I had my manifestation mentoring since 2022 and also in the last months. But the new thing that I'm creating right now is the next level. This is my vision for the future, where we don't just talk about manifestation itself, the creation process, but where you truly understand how to also make money, how to manifest more wealth, more success, prosperity. Because I noticed that a lot of people want to manifest things, but they struggle to become free in life. Yeah, to become free in this matrix that we live in, to escape the 9-to-5 rat race if you're maybe in a job. And this is not for everyone, okay? Because the people I worked with in the past are mostly people who are interested in entrepreneurship, starting a business online, and so on, and who want to grow, who want to self-improve and build something, create something in the world. These are the people I worked with. And if you're someone like that, then this is something that could be of high interest for you, especially if you're interested in online business, business principles, also economy, understand how the internet works, how to understand marketing, sales, how to upgrade your mindset and achieve your goals. These were the people that I worked with, and I also realized that a lot of people who follow me are similar to those people. And I want to serve those people. And if you see yourself as this kind of people, as I said, a person who values freedom, who values mastery, purpose, truth, you want to create something with your knowledge, with the things that you have learned, and you want to help people and become free in life and share something with the world as a creator. Want to self-actualize maybe, self-actualization. You want to self-actualize and fulfill your potential or live up to your full potential. If you see yourself in this scenario, if you see yourself in this role, then you are at the right spot here. I'm pretty sure I can help you on your journey, and I'm really grateful if I can inspire you with the information and with the things I've learned that I'm sharing here with you. I'm grateful if I can serve people and make a positive impact in the world. And you can click on the link below this video, as I said, reserve your spot for my free revelation video, where I will show you the last 10 years of my life. I documented my own journey in life, how I could manifest the things in my reality, how I got the results that I have today, how I could start my online business, manifest my desires, change my identity, okay? Upgrade my mindset, awaken my power in order to live the life that I'm living right now. And I want to share this with you in this revelation video. So that's it. Click on the link, reserve your free spot, get on a waitlist, and you will be notified once the video is online, and then you can watch it and learn more about that. So here I am, back on YouTube, back online with another audio impulse, with new videos that are coming, and I'm really sure that you waited for new content, for new videos, and you can be glad because you can see what comes next. And here I am, back online, and that's what I can say now. So we start with another episode, with another audio impulse, and we just keep going. So this was my audio impulse. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so far. You can like this video or this audio impulse so that also other people can listen to it. And you can also share this audio impulse if you have liked it, okay? So that's it for now, and I think you are ready for the future. I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to share more with you very soon. Just stay tuned and you will find out what I can reveal in the future. And yeah, my name is Andy Kern. I wish you all the best, and bye.